Hello Aries, Taurus, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I'm sorry I didn't get this up sooner, but I've been really busy and the uploads on YouTube are definitely taking longer than they ever have for some reason. So I'm trying to show you guys about your cusper. So I'm describing it that on the regular horoscope wheel there's 12 zodiac signs and they divide those signs 3 per element. So this would be fire element and earth element. So there's 2 elements right there. That's why you're a cusper. And then each cusper has its own element. So you actually have 3 elements, and then you have your moon element. So you all really have 4 elements. I do too. So Google the meaning of Aries, Taurus, the element. And then I looked up the Latin derivative from it, and I looked up the science, physics derivative from it. So I tried to look up. So here's what your Aries, Taurus, your element is power. How powerful is that? So it talked about amount of energy transferred or converted per unit of time, which is very powerful. I mean, time, we're talking here in power. Delivering energy. It said might, force, authority. So it talks about, I don't know if you realize you have a lot of force, you have a lot of authority behind you. It said a size or magnitude only, no other information needed. So for power, it's only size and magnitude. You don't need any adjectives to go with that. So hopefully that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get started for your reading. And thank you to all of you who come to my channel, who leave comments, the views. If you like the way I read, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want to do that, that would be awesome. So the first card for you is abundance. So you have abundance in your power element. This is very good. So then you have love. Wow, abundance and love. This always reminds me of Pisces because of the double fish. But it's a love card. And then forgiveness. So I'm going to read the excerpts from the book. I'm going to try and do it fast. So let's see. Number 8. We just had the 8-8 portal. This reading is a little behind that, but I still feel like we're in the energy. We shifted into that. So it says, prosperous times ahead are foretold. You're on fire and kicking major goals financially and personally. The decisions and actions made now could set you up for long term. Lots of hard work could pay off and you could accumulate assets. Satisfying pats on the back for a job well done will be thrilling. A money wish comes true. This is an excellent time to take a chance on yourself. Be in it to win it. Small gambles pay off, but that's up to you. I don't believe in gambling money. I mean, I've done it, but I don't think I've pulled away from that over the last few years. So great social opportunities manifest both for friends and love interests. You are exuding charisma and energy, which many will find incredibly attractive. By picking this card, singles are drawing a strong possibility that they meet somebody wealthy and who becomes a special someone. Wow, beautiful. So the next one is love. We all know what that means too. I just heard my pudding pop. I have a pudding from France. It's a little one because I don't eat that much sweets. I used to eat them every day, 3 times a day, but I've cut down. But I'm really excited to try it. I hope it's as good as I think it is. But I don't like things cold, and I set it out to get room temperature, and it just pops. So it must be condensation in the lid. But anyway, how that relates to you guys is not accurate. What am I having a problem finding the love for? What is going on here? I heard that pop, and I got off track, and now I can't find the love. Here it is. Weird. So I don't know if you guys are having some sort of derail in a love situation. Magnetic love attraction, soulmate connections, proposals, and marriage potential is extremely high with this chosen card. Your aura is brighter than ever and your charisma is oozing. So you have 2 cards that are talking about your charisma. Wow. You will be amazing communication. You will have amazing communication skills with everyone you come in contact with, and they will be able to gently persuade friends in need to get back on the right track. Children will bring you great pride through their achievements. A new person around work or financial interest could spark your interest and cause you to take a walk down memory lane and towards a big decision. This is the time to really consider your current relationships. Take a long look at your partner, friends, and family and really identify who is supporting and nurturing you and who is not. Be prepared to remove yourself from those who do not want the best for you and who do not who you do not enjoy spending time with. Don't worry, this card indicates the best relationships with those who genuinely care, and new people who will be great connections are coming into your life to replace those who are not nourishing your soul. You will find that low patience for unequal, demanding, or argumentative relationships. You crave deeper soul connections if they're available, if you clear the decks of the users and abusers. Marriage and engagements are very possible for you and your loved ones. Wow, beautiful. And then forgiveness. Forgiveness, talks about forgiving, I guess I could read that really fast. 2, that is 11, which is a master number because it's the same number doubled. And that's, yeah. You could be feeling stuck, anxious, or perhaps even frustrated. You may be experiencing some unresolved issues which could see sleepless nights and tempers tested. The emotional baggage you are holding on to could be making you sick, and this has got to be sorted out now. It is time for forgiveness. If you are stuck and need to let go of the negative energy that has been absorbed and built up over time, if you do not embrace forgiveness and let go of the hurt or resentment, you may manifest poor health. Someone from the past may have taken something of value from you or abused your trust in some way. This has caused emotional turmoil which you have not dealt with. Equally, you may have just experienced a loss of someone dear to you or lost a job you valued. In any situation, the symbol is reminding you that you cannot live in the past and to let go of what is paining you, however hard that may be. By doing all the aspects of your life, including finances and career, will improve. Someone may have left you or hurt you deeply. You are still suffering the emotional effects of this betrayal. It is time to move on. Wow, very powerful. So I'm going to pull the Divine Animal Oracle. And the first one is Dolphin, Happiness. So look at this. Abundance, love, forgiveness, and happiness. Beautiful. So I feel like your abundance is in happiness in some way. Something's coming to you that's going to make you happy. And if those of you who are wanting love, it's coming. And she is pregnant in here, for those of you. She's on a dolphin and she is pregnant. Beautiful. So maybe the abundance is some of you having children or babies. So then you have hair, which would also be babies. That's amazing because the bunnies represent hair. So I do feel like there is maybe a pregnancy, but you may have gotten into a situation in the relationship where there's a block or not communication is what I feel. Oh my goodness. So I'm feeling like somebody wants you to come in. Whoever, those of you who are not connected with somebody you have a pregnancy with, I'm talking to the masculine energies. The feminine energies, no feminine wants to have a baby alone. I mean, maybe some do, but most of them are very fearful. It's not something we are thrown into life to train to do. I mean, those of us that have to, we do it, but most women do not want to do it alone. So, I don't know why that's coming up. Wow, and goat. Reliability. So I'm just kind of feeling really overwhelmed here. I do feel like this is talking about, I don't know why this didn't show. I hope you guys saw the cards. I'm sorry that I don't know what's going on with this camera. So it talks about, this is protection. This is guarding a house. This is reliability. This is talking about, I think it was about Thor, how he had goats that pulled his chariot or whatever it was, and every night when they pulled in somewhere, he could make them become food, and then if he could put all the pieces out of the bones, they could be reborn. And so when he goes and asks people to stay at their house, he says, I can feed you, but you must not eat the bones or break the bones and give them back to me. Well, there's one time he went somewhere and somebody did not, a child was really hungry and he broke the bone to suck out the bone marrow. I don't know why that's happening, but he has a little broken thing on his leg right there. So Thor was very upset that he couldn't rely on people to listen to what he said, and they messed up his animal for one that pulled his chariot, and they messed up his just everything. So I've mentioned this before, that when people are not honest with you, you can't make a good decision for yourself. So I feel like you're being protected, your feminine energies, right now by your angels and ancestors in the situation. They're protecting you. So if it's not meant for this male to come towards you, they're going to protect you. This male is not going to get towards you. If there's any way this male could be detrimental to you or your baby, Aries, Taurus signs, you're being protected. Your element is power. You have a specific reason, something to do with teaching people about power here on Earth. So if some of you feminines have to teach masculines about power of reproducing and rising up, maybe you're producing a child that's going to be a great leader, and the man walks away from that. You know, something like that, I feel. So let me go on. I'm going to switch to the Soul's Journey lesson cards. And you have adversity. Wow. So I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. So I see a lighthouse in this card. I see a lighthouse and I see sun rays. So something about you and your light is drawing people to you. Adversity talks about hardships. Going through very hard times to make it through challenges, to make it through situations that it wasn't easy. So I do feel like reliability is an issue. This is very difficult. There's challenges. Something is not as other people have. So there's a lot of feminine energies out there not going through the happy, go-lucky pregnancy that a lot of females go through is what I'm getting. So then we have loneliness. Gosh, this is tearing me up. So loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. So even though a lot of feminines may have a baby in their stomach and they see their stomach growing, the loneliness can still enter them because there's so many things running through their heads that, you know, am I doing everything right? Am I safeguarding? Am I praying enough? I mean, there's so much around this for a lot of these feminines. So a lot of them are lonely, especially some of them who have been enduring this during what's been going on lately. But this lighthouse is telling me your light is growing brighter because of this, and you are exhibiting rays of hope and sunshine to other people. And you see the this is purity. This is you. Maybe the child you're going to birth is going to be reliable in protecting you. It's going to this was love. So maybe a lot of you, your abundance of love is going to be a baby. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. And most women are very grateful for the chance to birth a baby. They take it as a very high role, a very high honor. Those who are spiritual. Gosh, I could go on and say some stuff right now, but it would probably get me kicked off the channel. And it's nothing about you. It's trying to show your light and how this is reading to me how pure you are and how you raise up your vibration to bring a human into this earth by yourself. And you were chosen for a reason. The child chose you before they came down here, and you chose this. I just say we all make a blueprint before we come down here, and we stand in front of the Lord and we agree to what He wants us to teach and learn, because when we're in His presence, we do feel power. And then we come down here and we feel like we lose that power. So because your element is power, I feel like you don't lose that power when you come down here on your purpose. So you may get higher purpose lessons because of the power element itself. So be aware of that. If you are in this sign and you're in the power element, you have a lot of adversities, you're lonely a lot, but you're thankful for what loving things you do have in your life, whether it's pets or children. I do feel like you're grateful. But you still, your power keeps you connecting from a lot of other people, I feel. Alright, so I'm going to go on with the Wisdom Dragon cards now, and your first one is Shadow as well. So this to me talks about, I'm going to read it, but to me it talks about people judging you right off the bat. People putting imprints on you that are negative. Like say a single mother could get such a negative imprint years ago, maybe not so much now, but in my generation, I went to doctor visits alone, and I remember sitting there feeling like I wanted to cry looking at these other women who had a partner sitting next to them, and they didn't understand how grateful I feel like they were to have that next to them. So I do feel like there's some shadows, imprints of other people that you should release. You can just look for videos maybe on YouTube on how to release, you know, negative energies or imprints others have put on you. Path, this is beautiful. So this tells me you're healing yourself. You are totally vibrating high in the energy of love, and you are healing yourself from the imprints and negative things people have put on you. You are on top of it. I mean, your eye and your soul is very strong. Like I said, your element is power. They're not going to let you down and let you not have that while you're down here. So home. So you're grateful for something surrounding a home, and I must show you this. He is covering a home. There's something around a home for you. There's reliability and home. So for those of you who may be going through worried about the home structure, I do feel like this is that some sort of reliability is going to come over you and protect you, whether it's your ancestors, your angels, your higher self. Those of you who are carrying it with child, you are highly protected because you have your guides and angels and your young ones' guides and angels as well. So you have way more protection than you even are aware of, I feel. So, yeah, home, wow. So I do see you're grounded, is what I just saw. You are very grounded. So let me read the Dragon Wisdom. I'm going to read the shadows really fast. Let's see what that says. If I can find it. Shadows, where are you? Okay, I'm close. Okay, here it is. It says, if you draw this card, it is time to take a look at your shadows. The Dragon King Ocean is sending out the dragons so that we humans can remind ourselves that we are powerful beings. So this is double confirmation, your power element. The black dragons are sent by the white dragon Queen Alba. They have the highest vibration of love in their dragon hearts and are coming to transform your lower energies into higher frequencies. A black dragon has the ability to dive deep into the world of shadows, reaching areas that remain concealed from others. See, your power allows you to have a lot on this earth. And I'm talking like knowledge, going places other people can't go, getting downloads that other people don't get. Many people fail to recognize their shadows for what they are, thereby allowing the dark side to manipulate them, to hold them in check, and to rob them of energy and enthusiasm. To name a few would be cigarettes, alcohol, sugar, a sense of fear, other addictive behaviors, playing the victim, spiritual arrogance. Am I ready to confront my shadows? So it talks about allowing the dark side to manipulate them, rob energy. What did I get from that? I just kept reading and didn't stop and talk about it. To hold them in check. Allowing the dark side to manipulate them and hold them in check. So again, I feel like you have the energy of the baby. If not, so what was I getting? I feel like, okay, that's what I got. So some of you may have quit an addiction to have this baby. That's what I was picking up. Some of you are so powerful that as soon as you found out you were pregnant, you stopped whatever addiction you had. And that says a lot. I mean, not all females can do that. There are signs where they have to learn lessons and they don't have that ability. So you have that power for a lot of you. And so realize that if you feel like you need to release an addiction, you have the power. You have, wow. So the first one that comes out for you, the cat fantasy cards, is Summer, the wild energy of midday. So we have the loneliness card, and this talks about intimacy. You're desiring a new beginning. You're desiring somebody to come in and partner up with you. And I must tell you, this card says that you have worked on yourself, that you have taken the pieces that you feel were broken, and you have repaired them. So you are a whole being, and the home card also signifies to me you are whole. And I looked forward at the cards without showing them to you, and I saw the earth chalice. So you're very grounded right now, and you're very protected. So the next one for you is 6, boundaries. So this talks about love. You had the love card up here, and it talks about boundaries. So your chakra, your crown chakra is vibrating very high, and your ground is setting boundaries to protect your foundation, to protect your love in some way, whatever that may be for you. So the next one is cuddling. So we're getting, you know, you're desiring intimacy, you're wanting love, you're wanting cuddling. So some of you have found love. Some of you have found that home. Some of you have acquired what these cards are saying. But there are many of you who have not, and you're questioning how you ever got in a situation where maybe you're alone raising a child. And I'm going to tell you, when I was pregnant with my second born son, I called a radio station in my local area, and Sylvia Brown, they put me through to Sylvia Brown because I told them that I was a single mom of a 7-year-old and I was pregnant with another baby. I was going to college. I had to stop college. I wasn't working. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was in love, and I didn't want to raise a baby alone. And then she told me, she said, the baby's father is going to be in your life sporadically. I mean, she was so careful how she said it. And sporadic, you guys, meant probably 3 times. The kid is 26 years old, and he hasn't seen his dad, so he doesn't know his dad. I took him to his father and his father's family until he was about 3, and I realized there was never going to be a bond there. There was never going to be a connection. I would give them pictures I had taken professionally, which again, I dropped out of college. I was struggling with a 7-year-old, and I would get professional pictures taken and take them to their house, and I would never see those pictures displayed. So if some of you need to take note of what I'm saying, if you are struggling to keep a baby masculine in his family in your baby in your life, sometimes it's meant you have higher powers in that baby and you are here to balance each other's energy out, or maybe you're both a power element, which would be very powerful. I have 2 sons, and I'm very close with both of them, and I was thinking, it's weird because I was thinking about stuff about my younger son, his abilities, and whether I should announce them or talk about them on this channel, because I don't see a lot of other readers talk about the abilities that I seem to have in my son as well. So I kind of like, wow, I don't want to talk about it too much then if other people aren't talking about it. But it is amazing. So keep that in mind, that you're in a power element. You could be birthing a child that's a power element, because we're having a generation of higher IQ babies who are going to bring peace and try and recorrect the balance of the earth and humankind and what we're doing to the earth is what I feel. So I hope I didn't ramble on too much. Thank you so much. Bless you.